gosh. Okay. Oh my god. This is so heavy. Okay, one of those will work surely. That's a workout. Hey guys, it's Hannah, and today I am doing another book haul. I feel like I've been doing a couple of these recently, but in my defense, holiday season, that just means you acquire books. Should that mean I acquire so many books that I buy myself? Probably not. So I have some books that I actually got for free from my library's bookstore. And then I have some books that I ordered. But I didn't have enough variety in the book outlet package to feel like I could just do a book outlet haul. So it's a good thing I got these library books, and I got them all at different times. I got them all gradually over the break. We're just gonna jump in, okay? Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start with the book outlet books, and when you see them, you will understand. So I have 4 books from the same series. 10 points to your house if you can guess what that series is. What order do these go in? I wonder if I can hold them up in order. All right. We'll assume it goes like this. Are you ready for this? Ta-da! The Queen's Thief series. So, if you haven't been watching some of my recent videos, you don't know. But if you have, you're probably tired of hearing about it. I have fallen in love with the Queen's Thief series. As I'm filming this, I am only on The King of Atolia, as you can see. But I read The Thief, which is the first one. The series is by Megan Wallen Turner. I read The Thief on a whim. The reason I picked it up, I don't think I've explained this before yet, but the reason I picked it up was because I noticed that Megan Wallen Turner was going to be at the North Texas Teen Book Festival. And I was trying to decide if I wanted to go or not. And I've seen this book around for a long time. It interested me when it had the old cover because the premise sounded interesting. And then when it got the new cover, I was like, maybe I should pick it up, but I just never did. But when I saw she was going to be at the festival, I was like, okay, I might as well try it. So I got it from my library, got it on my Kindle because they had it, and I fell in love. This series is about a thief named Jin, and he ends up in a king's jail because he was bragging about being able to steal anything. And eventually they get him out of jail, and the Magus, who's basically the king's advisor, tells him that he is going to help them, whether he likes it or not, steal something that will help them take control of one of the neighboring kingdoms. And so unwittingly, he goes along on this journey. It is fantastic. Her characters are just so in-depth. I love them. I love all of them. Well, no, I don't love one. But anyway, her characters are fantastic. Her plot is so well thought out. Her world is so unimaginable. I know I've already ranted about this a lot, but the thought she has put into the belief system of the different countries, like each one has a different one. The thought she's just put into all of them is amazing. I am so impressed with this series so far. I'm on the 3rd one. But the ones I bought, okay, I bought The Thief. This is the first one. They didn't have The Queen of Atolia, which is the second one, and I'm bummed about because so far that's my favorite. But they did have The King of Atolia, so I got that one. I don't know where these two fall in the series, but then I also have Thick as Thieves and A Conspiracy of Kings. And I think she's coming out with another one, and that's why she's gonna be at the book festival. So I will get to that one, and I'm so excited. I want to meet her and be like, thank you for this. I definitely think that this series is well, because Six of Crows is fantasy. I hadn't thought about that. I was gonna say this is probably my favorite fantasy series, but I'm gonna have to think about this. Because Six of Crows is so good. I'll figure that out later. But y'all know how much I love Six of Crows. If I'm saying this, like, competes with that, just saying. It's really good. And the other book I got, the one diverse book in it, was Down Among the Sticks and Bones by Sean and McGuire. Did I say that right? Someone commented and told me how to say it the correct way. And I don't remember what they said. But I got this book. This is the 3rd book in the Wayward Children, I think is what it's called, series. And basically it's about these kids who end up in these like Alice in Wonderland-esque worlds, and they end up back in our mundane world. And there's a school for them to kind of try and adapt back to our society, or where they also try and spend their life getting back to that one world they ended up in, depending on how they liked their world they ended up in. And this is the 3rd book, and it follows 2 of the kids from that school that you see in the 1st book and how they got to their world. But I definitely enjoyed it, and so I am wanting to collect the series. And this is the first book that I have acquired because I don't want to buy them new. And this is the first time I've seen one used. And now we have my stack of library books. So our library has a used bookstore inside of it where patrons can donate their books, and then we go through them. If we don't have them in our system, then we might put them for people to check out, or we just put them in the used bookstore and then the money comes back to the library. And as a worker, I get to work behind the scenes, and so I see stuff that comes in, and if there's something I like, I can grab it, which is a bit of a problem. Not too bad. I'm usually decent-ish about it. So I never show me collecting Nancy Drew books because it just happens so sporadically, and then half the time I forget which one I grabbed recently because I just like stick it where it goes and I don't remember which one I got. But these two I just kind of set next to my collection of Nancy Drew books, so I know about these. If you don't know, I'm collecting the Nancy Drew books. All of them is the plan. And I'm wanting to do them in the older yellow covers, which if you never understood what I meant by that, it just means they're older. They're not the new glossy ones, which I do have some of those, which that's most of what I had as a kid because that's just what my grandmother gave me. But then I'm collecting these. So these are the two most recent ones I've gotten. I have The Secret of the Forgotten City by Carolyn Keene, which is book 52. And then I have The Clue in the Old Album, which is book number 24. I'm just adding these to my collection. As I'm going, I'm trying to remember which ones I read and which ones I haven't because I loved this series so much growing up. I read every book that I was given of it. I read every book that they had at my church library, and I read every book that they had at my public library. So I read every book I could get my hands on, but I'm certain I haven't read every book in the series. So I'm trying to, as I go through, figure out which ones I haven't read, and maybe I'll go back and reread them, but we'll see. These next books I got, did I need them? No. Not at all, but they're really cute. These are some children's classics that are vintage. Here's a little display of the top edges. Do I need them? No. Have I even read all of them? No. But they're really cute and they match, so I grabbed them. So the first one we have is Black Beauty by Anna Sewell. Now I actually read this when I was going through my horse phase as a kid, so I did read this book and I did really enjoy it when I read it. And now I have a really cute copy. Next we have The Prince and the Pauper by Mark Twain. I have not read this one. I have actually not read a single Mark Twain book. I realize that's a problem. Maybe I'll fix it this year, who knows, but I now have this really pretty edition. The next one I have is Robinson Crusoe by Danielle Defoe. I have not read this book. I think I've read the abridged version because the storyline's very familiar to me, and I'm pretty sure we have an abridged version of this. My grandmother gave us a lot of like abridged classics, and I read all of those, so I sometimes forget when I've read an abridged version of a classic or when I read like the actual version. So I'm pretty sure I read the abridged version of this one, but also I might just know the story because it's a pretty popular story. And the last of these is Gulliver's Travels by Jonathan Swift. I actually really want to read this book. I saw a really cute cover of it some point last year, and that kind of sparked my interest in it. And I think it was on the Great American Read, and that also kind of sparked my interest in it. So maybe I'll get to this soon, but regardless, I now have a really cute book. So yeah, I got these. Am I regretting it? Not in the slightest. And the last books I got, I wasn't going to grab. I was admiring them. I'd gone in the back to grab something out of my bag, and one of the volunteers who was sorting through the books saw me admiring them and said, "Take them." I said, "What?" She said, "Those have come back in 3 times. Take them." So I took them. And they are these massive, heavy beauties. They're like giant leather encyclopedias of the Old West. Don't know if you can see the spine, but it says the Old West. So they're all like different subjects that pertain to the Old West. And they're just full. I don't know how I can, let's twist. They're just full of all these illustrations and just tidbits of information. And I love it. And so I was just standing there admiring them, and the lady was like, "Take them. They've come back in like 3 times. Nobody ever keeps them. We need someone to keep them. You look like you will. Take them." So I took them. They all also have like a little medallion on the front of a different thing that pertains to the subject. They're just really well laid out books, and I'm just very impressed with the way they look. And they're leather, and they have the design here. I don't know if you can see it, but the detailing, I love it. I love it. Okay, so we have the Texans, the Railroads, the 49ers, the Expressmen, the Chroniclers, the Trailblazers, the Pioneers, the Cowboys. I love this picture so much. It makes me think of that movie, The Man from Snowy River. If you haven't seen that movie, it is a fantastic movie, and the music in it is so good. My sister's learning to play Jessica's theme on the piano, and it's beautiful. The music alone makes the movie. But there's a scene where he like like rides his horse down the side of a mountain, and this makes me think of that, and I think that's why I like it so much. Then we have The Townsman and The Spanish West. The lady told me that she thinks, oh god, there are more than just these, and I want to find them. But for now, I have, let's see if I can like set it on my knee. I have these bad boys. I really, really like them. Hello, Waylon. Here. And I'm so glad I got them. Come here. Say hi. You haven't been on in a while. I know. So that is it for this video. Comment down below, let me know what books you have gotten recently that you didn't need. Waylon's sitting in the book outlet box. Say hello, Waylon. Hello. That's my finger, buddy. Ooh, that hurts. Let go. Let go. Ow. You're so pretty. Evil but pretty. Also comment down below and let me know if you have anything like this where you know you're never gonna read it, but you just know they're gonna look so pretty on your shelves and you want them. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see y'all again in another one soon.